Um, Amazingly, we're at week 5. It seemed like just last week we started the class. And I want to go over a few things here. First, um, for those of you that are lagging in your assignments, and I was happy and pleased to change my policy to give you more time in this crazy pandemic time that we're in right now. But while I made the due dates more flexible, they're not unlimited. And there's a limit. Today is April 13th, Monday. 3 weeks from today is May 4th. That's the last day of class. You have to have your stuff in by then. The only thing you should be still working on May 4th is week 7, the last week, odds and ends that you have to finish up. So please, if you're behind, get your work done. All right, let's take a look at what's in week 5. Week 5. I've got a forecasting PowerPoint. We're doing chapter 5 in the textbook, and I've got a video lecture of it. Now, the lectures, they're long and they're kind of tedious and drawn out a little bit. I try to make them lively, but there's only so much you can do with the material without a live audience, as they say. Watch 10, 15 minutes. Go take a 5-mile run. Get some psychotherapy. Come back and watch the rest. It's perfect. And if you can't sleep, or know someone that can't sleep, send them the video and let them watch it. They'll fall asleep immediately. There's more videos here too. There's a video by Jason Reeves, and it's a presentation he gave to an undergraduate class on the forecasting that he does at Walgreens. He was in this very class about 3 years ago. So I put it up because, I did it with my phone, but you get the gist of what he's trying to talk about. And how he uses forecasting in a call center, not unlike the problem we did last week. Then there's videos for chapter 5. Predicting a stock using regression. Predicting a stock using moving average. Predicting a stock using exponential smoothing. Why do I put videos like this up this week? Because they're important for your homework. 2/3 of your homework is to do exactly what those videos say. So when you go down to the homework, you will see that there's only 2 problems from the textbooks. Problem 2 and 3 on page 188 of the textbook, or problems 2 and 3 of the homework are from page 188 of the textbooks, problems 537 and 538. The other ones, we're taking some stock data, actual live data, live a few years ago, and trying to then have you predict. We're giving you, and if you look at this document here, it will tell you, let's open it with Microsoft Word and see what it says. So here's the homework. We're going to pretend it's October 31st, 2017. And we're going to, in fact, I ignore this part because I've assigned it in the actual problem. And I could probably copy paste it, but let's just ignore that part. I guess I can get rid of this. And this outlines exactly what you're supposed to do. You're going to use data from May 1st to October 31st of 2017. It was real life stock data then. Then you're going to try to forecast November stock using simple regression and then moving average and exponential smoothing, which are topics that we'll be introduced to. So here's some. If you click on these, I think these are also links to the video. No, they're not. It's just a picture, but you know where the links are. I just showed them to you. So you can read this in more detail. Yeah, let's save this. And let's close it. And hopefully I will remember to update it. Here's the companies that you're all working on. GE, Merck, Amazon, Apple, GM, Kellogg, Colgate, Procter & Gamble, Tesla, Walmart, Ford, Intel, Ford, and GM. So we got two. We've repeated Ford and we've repeated GM a couple times. You're not on a team. You're doing it independently. And I just ask you to hold yourselves to that. So where do you find the data? The data's right here. Let's open it up in Excel. And here's all the data. And I've got the historical data, May 1 through October 31 this way. And I have the November data. Don't use the November data necessarily. And well, I mean, you want the November actuals so that you can compare your forecast to the actuals using the forecast accuracy tools that we're going to present in this chapter and see how you did. All right, still confused? That's okay. I don't mind that you're confused. Because you have the videos. The videos tell you exactly what to do. And I think it's using Boeing stock, or I'm not sure what stock it's using. And it's not going to be the same time period you're using. But you can follow exactly what I did watching the videos to do that part of the homework. Also, I've got something with Boeing stock in which I did the problems. If you open up, this is an Excel file, and you can then see how I did it actually. And you have forms and formats you can use. So I think it sounds really kind of complicated, but it's not so bad. Now I did it all one page. I expect you to have, I mean, look at Boeing's like a big W here. If you look at the scatter diagram, but I've got my regression equation, I've got my R squared, I've calculated my mean absolute deviation, mean squared error, and MAPE, mean absolute percent error. And I'm trying to see which forecasting method is the best to use here. Now notice that if I'm using all the historical data to try to forecast this, there's a trend that seems to be going upwards. But if I use just a smaller clip of the data, it looks like the stock is going this way. Actually, it looks like it's flattening and about to go down again. But so what I'm asking is, you could use all the historical data in the regression, and I want you to also use a snippet, a smaller segment, more recent segment, to see if you can improve upon it. Moving average, exponential smoothing, don't use all of that historical data. They use a little bit of history to be able to do it. And you'll understand more when you see the lecture and see how that works. Okay, so that should do it. Now we got a couple discussions too happening in this week. And I've got two of them. One worth 10, one worth 15. There's one on general forecasting. And look at that. Bethany's already put something in there. Yay, Bethany. Read it and just make a first post by Thursday and try to comment on other people. So, have you ever worked any place with a forecasting system? From your perspective, what were the strengths and weaknesses of that forecasting system? Do you believe that the weaknesses can be overcome? If so, how? If not, why? Why not? The issues could be, but not limited to, management, corporate culture, or the nature of what is being forecast. Oftentimes, it's the nature of what is being forecast. The other discussion this week is on the limits of big data. And there's a couple things. When you use big data to try to predict an election, and my perspective on when is predictive analytics just forecasting, and you're limited by that. And Elena was first to post here. So good for you, Elena. So take a crack at this one as well. This one, post your reaction and then comment on two other students by Sunday. And basically, I think that's it for me right now. Good luck with this week. And remember, we only got 2 weeks left after this, and we'll be covering linear programming. Thank you very much, and talk to you soon.